Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Monday, February 22nd, 2021. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. I cleaned the last snow off of my drive, and I have a gut feeling we may be done for winter for now, but George will have to confirm that. He's up in just a bit. And hopefully you got a chance to catch the local business spotlight on Saturday with Dr. Dee Dee Harley from Health Source of Crofton. And after my snow shoveling, I may actually have to be giving her a visit sometime. Anyhow, it is Monday, so let's get into it. On Saturday morning, the Anne Arundel County Police were called to the 300 block of Church Street in Baltimore. Now, it's a Baltimore address, but actually it is in the county. It's Brooklyn Park, for a male suffering from what they're calling suspicious injuries. When EMS arrived, they tried to save him, but 35-year-old Byron Randolfo Calderon had died. Police are waiting on the medical examiner's report, but they are considering this a homicide at this point. This is the county's third of the year. Police are asking anyone that may have any information to contact them at 410-222-4731 or anonymously at 410-222-4700. Big kudos to Comptroller Peter Franchot. On Tuesday, he said his office was prepared to get the stimulus money out right away, and as of Friday, 98% of the payments had been processed and deposited in accounts or mailed a check. Check out some of these numbers. 266,985 electronic payments totaling $113 million and 148,972 paper checks totaling $61.7 million has gone out. This is all in addition to concurrently processing 160,000 tax returns and issuing an additional $17 million in refunds. And let's be honest, for those that say government can't work efficiently, you need to take a look at Franchot's operation and take some notes. Speaking of tax season, it is that time, and just a quick reminder, Box 35 when you do your taxes. Check it off and donate a small portion of your refund to the Chesapeake Bay Trust and to the DNR's Wildlife Heritage Fund, and you have a part in making our bay that much more healthy. I do it every year, and I also have a bay plate, so 2 easy ways to help our bay out. Okay, St. Paddy's Day is 2.5 weeks away, and this is a big day for bars and restaurants, and especially the Irish ones. But this year it is going to be a little bit different due to COVID. You will remember last year they shut them down completely the day before St. Patrick's Day. Here's the deal for Galway Bay, Killarney House, and Brian Boru in a nutshell. Galway will be on a first-come, first-served basis in the bar and the tent outside. Of course, that will be capacity limited. The dining room will be reservations only, and you will have a specified time limit to get in, sit down, and eat so they can get the next reservation in. Both Killarney House and Brian Boru will be doing it a little bit differently. Same deal for the main part of the restaurant, but for the bar and tent areas, you can actually reserve a time-restricted space, 2 hours, and there will be a charge of $10 per person for that. Again, be on time because the clock is ticking. All 3 locations will have 3 live bands playing at each location, and they are open from 8 a.m. till midnight. The best bet is to make reservations now, as they will fill up. We have all the details on eyeonannapolis.net, or you can go to each of their websites for the restaurants and get all of the info. I do feel horrible for these guys because, as I said, it is their day to shine, and last year it was pulled out from under them the night before, and this year it is so restricted. So definitely get out there and support our local Irish restaurants. And finally, congrats to Homestead Gardens. Amidst all this COVID stuff, they found a way to expand and grow. They just acquired Ronnie's Garden World in Smyrna, Delaware, to complement their locations in Davidsonville and Severna Park. Ronnie's has a similar history, founded in the 1970s and currently being operated by the second generation, and has become the go-to garden center in Delaware, much like Homestead here in the greater Baltimore area. Ronnie's had temporarily closed due to COVID and the winter, so Homestead is taking some time to freshen up the place, hire staff, and bring in inventory, and they do plan to open up in mid-March. I'm not sure if they're going to change the name or not, but Ronnie's is at 5580 DuPont Parkway because everything in Delaware is named after a DuPont. Okay, that wraps up the news for us today. As always, thank you for listening. And if you are somewhere where you can leave a rating or a review, please do. And make sure you let your friends, family, and colleagues know about us. A quick thank you to our sponsors of the Daily News Brief, Solar Energy Services up in Millersville, to the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company, and to Melissa Houston and the Loud Women's Club podcast. It is Monday, so of course we have Anne Arundel from CovingtonAlsina here with your Money Monday report. And like always, George Young is here from DCMDVA Weather with your locally forecast weather. George, Anne, and the rest are all coming up in just about 60 seconds.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather with your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Monday, February 20th. It was a cold but at least sunny weekend for the Annapolis region. And this week will bring plenty of additional sunshine, but we'll have to get through a little precip today with some mixed precip or snow briefly this morning before a bit of rain, but nothing too great on the whole either way, with breezy highs today near 40 degrees. Then it's sunny and 50 or so tomorrow with winds staying somewhat breezy before a great day Wednesday with sunshine and highs mid to upper 50s before more sun Thursday through Saturday with highs in the 40s each day before another chance of rain around Sunday with afternoon temps likely back up into the 50s. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching DCMDVA Weather in the Apple or Google app stores. And also be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter and use our website each day by visiting DCMDVAweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company.
Going through a real estate home sale or purchase is a very personal and sometimes stressful experience. Hi, I'm Kristi Neidhardt. My team and I are committed to working with people both buying and selling homes in all price points. Whether it's giving you a competitive edge while buying a home or negotiating the best price and terms while selling your home, we always have our clients' best interest at heart. Our goal is to provide exceptional service so that you will recommend us to your friends and family over and over again. Serving people is a passion of mine, and it's what my team does best. That's the Neidhardt difference.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-295-6579 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
You work hard for your money. Is your money working hard for you? Managing and investing, it can be confusing. Anne Arundel, a financial planner from CovingtonAlsina, has been helping people make sense of it all for over 17 years. Are you ready? Now here's your Monday Money Report.
This is Anne Alsina of CovingtonAlsina with your Monday Money Report. Last week, the markets rebounded on Friday to provide modest gains. The jobs report showed increasing unemployment, and Secretary of the Treasury Janet Yellen has called for more stimulus. Also last week, the IRS finally opened filing season for 2020 returns. They still have not finalized all of their forms. If you received unemployment, a PPP loan, or other COVID-related relief, or if you took a coronavirus-related distribution from your retirement accounts, you'll need to wait a bit to file. If you haven't filed, there is still something you can do to help out your tax situation. You have until April 15th to fund your IRA for 2020. There are income limits here, so you should talk to your tax professional. If you're self-employed, including running a side business, You can contribute up to 25% of that income to a SEP IRA, again subject to some limits. Remember that contributions to traditional retirement accounts are usually tax deductible and reduce your adjusted gross income. This allows you to reduce your income if, for example, you are receiving subsidies from the health exchange, or if you claim Social Security prior to your full retirement age. The 2 prior stimulus checks are also based on 2020 adjusted gross income, so reducing that by contributing to an IRA, if eligible, may qualify you for that stimulus payment. If you're wondering how you open an IRA or a SEP IRA, and make sure you're following all the rules around income and contribution limits, you can find a financial advisor like us here at CovingtonAlsina. If you're confident you can navigate the rules without professional advice, there are many do-it-yourself options online. If you have a flexible spending account or dependent care account with money left over from 2020, you usually have until March 15th to spend it. This is depending on your employer's rules, so check with HR. Your action to take this week is for everyone who doesn't have a will and legal documents in place. Either call an estate attorney to make an appointment, or, at a minimum, download the Maryland Statutory Power of Attorney forms and medical directive from the State Attorney General's website. We're happy to notarize them here for you in our office at no charge. You can always find more information on our website at CovingtonAlsina.com or visit our Facebook page to learn more. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SPC. Investment advice offered through Great Valley Advisor Group, a registered investment advisor. CovingtonAlsina and Great Valley Advisor Group are separate entities from LPL Financial. All performance references historical and is no guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. LPL Financial and CovingtonAlsina do not provide legal advice or services. This information is not intended to be a substitute for specific individualized tax advice. We suggest that you discuss your specific tax issues with a qualified tax advisor. The opinions voiced in the show are for general information only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. To determine which strategies or investments may be appropriate for you, consult with your attorney, accountant, and financial advisor or tax advisor prior to investing. If you don't have a financial advisor, come talk to us. This is Anne Arundel with CovingtonAlsina.
The Loud Women's Club podcast is a celebration of the opinionated. I'm your host, Melissa Houston, and every week I'm joined by 3 talented loud women.
I'm Heidi Renee Spencer.
I'm Becca Crane Watson.
I'm Nicole Thompson.
On this weekly podcast, we find and support our voices by discussing the timely issues of society, culture, and politics.
Looking at that crowd of Proud Boys, wearing shirts that say, drink, fight, I can promise you they're only doing one of those things.
It's a wild of emotions, friendships, and we lay our truth out there and hope you can relate.
I noticed that my body was different from other people's bodies, and especially the bodies of the girls that I was in school with.
If I am stressed, my body's natural reaction is to stop eating.
You can find the Loud Women's Club wherever you download podcasts. Welcome to the club.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.